Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with your host Imperial Dane, the one, the only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, off here to glorious 1v1 own Pachino Stalemate. In the north it is Treadz, fighting here for the German army, the Deutsches Afrika Korps, here with the 15th Panzergrenadier here with, of course, the same three battle groups as always, until they add more. In the southeast, it is Exerate, fighting for America, freedom, democracy here with special operations right off the bat into the fast M29 Weasel. Taking on all here of the 3rd Infantry Division. So, double Panzer Pioneer here for Treadz, triple Panzer Pioneers, and we got Italian Infantry. Spicy. We haven't seen that one a lot, actually, in 1v1 matches here, so interesting choice here by Treadz. We'll have to, of course, actually make use of it. And, well, Rifleman here, besides the Weasel, for Exerate. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters. Their generous contributions keeps the Propagandacaster possible, so big thanks to every single one of those wonderful people. So, off to the races we are here. Up north, Weasel there, rapidly gaining ground here for the 3rd Infantry Division here. There's the 15th Panzergrenadiers moving forwards here with their Panzer Pioniere. Southwards with the 3rd Squad. Stand up for some Deutsches Afrika Korps players. You just go for the Panzer Pioniere, as they are fairly good for their performance and certainly have better long-range firepower than the Panzergrenadiers, which most players prefer at the moment. So they tend to be fairly popular. Plus, long-term, you can lay down a lot of mines, you get good repairs. There's a lot of utility to it. Looks like the first engagement up north here by the northern vector point, the M29 Weasel, is getting upgraded, but until it is very much at the mercy of the Panzer Pioneers. South here, Panzergrenadier pushing forwards. American infantry there, steadily moving forwards. 30 cal almost ready. The Panzergrenadier closing in. They hope to get at it before the 30 cal is ready, but they're a bit late still. If they get to have it covered in a good position, they should be able to push back the Weasel. 4th Panzer Pioneer Group already here for Treadz here. In the south here, more clashes happening here between the Panzer Pioneer and the Scouts here. Running off as they encounter the Panzer Pioneer. Ralph's holding up here. Up north here, the final continues Panzer Pioneer trying to lay down sandbags, but the Weasel there keeps trying that at Treadz Panzer Pioneer. That's going to be a quick retreat there, I think, from the Weasel in the end, unless he gets some really lucky hits in. Second Ralph's Court there, we got to push for the fuel point here, looking to see if he can't catch Treadz there. A bit of an awkward spot, and he, I believe, succeeds. So the Weasel there, and the Panzer Pioneer keep up the fight. It is a bit of a close one here in the end. Looks like he does back off with the Weasel. Meanwhile, he's almost got the fuel point there. Rendered neutral in the south. Scouts avoid the Panzer Pioneer, then moving towards simply spotting with the Ralph Court here. Things heating up here as German-American forces clash here across the entire front line of Pachino. Panzer Pioneer sneaking about there. And we got a 5th Panzer Pioneer squad here for Treadz. That's a lot of Panzer Pioneer, but it's an interesting strategy. It is an interesting, shall we say, build order here from him. Clearly getting support here from the 2nd Panzer Pioneer Company to do most of the working. Mechanized support, or infantry support center actually up here for Exerate. I'm so partly used to mechanized, but infantry is also popular, obviously, so. In the south here, Panzer Pioneer spotted the Ralph Squad. Scout bypass the Panzer Pioneer as the Ralph Squad mob up the Germans. Panzer Pioneer routed, got the fuel point. This is off to a very strong start here for Exerate so far. Treadz definitely a bit on the back foot here against the Americans, despite having so many Panzer Pioneer. We do have the Flammenwerfer up here, the Flammenwerfer 35, which will later be replaced by the Flammenwerfer 42. North here, Ralph moving forwards, finding here by the southern fuel point. Got the captain on the move, catching the Panzer Pioneer here, but still they managed to end the fuel point here outside of Exerate space. German. Heading the calf point there, a lot of maneuvering here. Both players going at it quite aggressively. Panzer Pioneer heading southwards. Most of the map, though, has rapidly fallen to the hands of the Americans. This is a tough spot to be in for Treadz. Panzer Pioneer now being evicted there by the Americans, having none of this. You owe Uncle Sam rent. But this is Italian. For now. Up there, nothing further happening in the base of Treadz. Oh, there we go. Got the light support company going up there. Ralph got advancing. Panzer Pioneer just withdrawing. Big retreat here. That one could have been a mistake here by Treadz. Who knows? Who knows? But so far, Exerate is just absolutely pushing ahead here. He is not slowing down. And Treadz, I think he's just trying to match his pace here so far, that it's not quite going as smoothly as he would like to. And there we go, we got the fast BARs up here for him. And on top of that, with the upgrade he's chosen, he can do so, upgrading them further for cheap. So this is a really strong push here. But there you go, the Panzer Pioneer there, utterly incinerate the rifle. Only one man survives with, I imagine, quite horrific burn wounds. That was a really close call there for Treadz, but still, that again is a very fast bar push, and again means you can really start upgrading them for cheap while still having plenty of munitions to go for other things. This is a very dangerous moment here actually for Treadz, possibly. More flamethrowers going up there. Ambulance on the way there. He's definitely got a lot of men in need of healing, which will become even more acute, of course, in the face of all these BARs that Exerate's going to be chucking at him. And go we straight into the triple Panzer Pioneer, backed up at the captain there, but they fuck up flamethrowers, so yeah, getting very hot here for Exerate and the Americans in the center. We got the first mechanized group called in here, or well, can be called in. He's also floating a fair amount of manpower here, so there's quite a few choices. Of course, it could be he's playing like the Guastatori here with the Italian infantry battle group. Oh, that is in fact what he was planning for. Guastatori, which were Italian assault units. Fun fact there, they were actually well trained. But in a sense, they basically perform the same role as German, Pioneer and Panzer Pioneer and Falcon Pioneer. In fact, I believe the Italian airborne divisions had their own Guastatori specifically for them. But unlike German, Pioneer, they were not organically part of the units. They were sort of more specialist attachment if needed. Still, little fun fact there. Rushing 40 with the Guastatori. Not quite enough for the flamethrowers, but I might be looking at those. Alloy pushing 40. Submachine guns in hand. And that is the M38 Beretta there they're wielding. Maybe the M38-42, which was a more simplified wartime version of the M38 Beretta. Panzer pushing back the Ralph squad here. Also got a Panzer group out here to support Treadz and his men, but he's definitely got to hit back hard here at Exerate and the 3rd Infantry. We've got the mechanized group here going up behind the Weasel, going for the anti-tank rifles. That's going to be a loss here for Exerate. Big loss. Guastatori pushing forwards. Weasel there, a burning pile of scrap now. So, oh, it's up there, the rifle. I'm just that sound came from down south, but it was actually further to the west. Guastatori there, pushing in. Pulling back, interestingly enough. I guess he wants to make sure I can upgrade them as soon as possible, the breakthrough package, because, you want the flamethrowers on them. The Lancia Flamme. Let's go find the Panzer Pioneer here. Treadz, though, still a bit behind. In fact, victory points-wise, he is significantly behind the already Exerating the Americans. But there you go, Rifleman retreating, Guastatori pushing forwards. Could definitely do some damage to the Rifleman retreat here. Got the Berettas hosing away there, the retreating Rifleman. And there you go, mechanized group as well. That's going to be wiped here for Exerate. Definitely pushes luck too far. Underestimated the meanness here of Treadz and his Rifleman. Wow, they don't actually get wiped. That was pretty lucky there for him. Now the question is, he's going to call in more Guastatori, or what is his battle plan here? I don't know. Got the defensive operations up here. Booby traps, boy, they actually nerfed the booby traps now. Well, fixed them. They were basically backed and doing way too much damage. But they also did get nerfed. Oh, wait, Ralph got around here by the Guastatori and the Panzerjägers. Southern Victor Pioneer grabbed by the Panzer Pioneer. We got tank traps going up here. Wow. Is it because, he's got a challenge for it? Or he's, legitimately doing this for the purpose? I don't know. It's an interesting choice, the other way. Guastatori, they're pushing forwards, backing up the Panzer Pioneer here. That is a significant assault here on the fuel point, which is once more being grabbed by the Americans. And once again, really messing there with Tread's fuel income. At this point, I'm not surprised. Yeah, he's going to be pushing straight for the tank depot. His fuel point, his map control has just been so great. Not only is far ahead on victory points, it's also far ahead on the fuel. He can even afford, the BAR upgrades and still get out of tank really fast, which really says something about the kind of opener here that Exerate has been enjoying against Treadz. This is just a nightmare scenario. I'm guessing that now by what's he's laying down all these tank traps. He's aware he's not in a good place, And you know, we're not talking Stalingrad with a thick German accent. Punch being pursued here by the route squad with the BARs of North. Their punch being grabbed here by German forces. But a sweeping assault here by the 3rd Infantry Division, routing here the men of the 15th Panzergrenadier Division. Mechanized company. Oh, he forgot to go out the fuel point there. Maybe he got some shift orders in. They didn't work out properly. I don't know, but either way, bit messy there. No flame for upgrade yet for them. Guastatoria overall were quite elite units there. They don't perhaps get as much talk as, say, the Italian paratroopers, but they were definitely not someone to take lightly. Panzergrenadiers, the rifle squad there. And certainly the flamethrowers, I think, helping Treadz keep up here with all these otherwise barred up riflemen. Got rifle squad casting the Panzergrenadier here. Pushing up the center here. Panzergrenadier being violently assailed here with the riflemen. Rifle squad push back here. Panzergrenadier being apart by light machine gun fire. More Panzergrenadier right. I think that one got accidentally retreated here. There you go. And these flamethrowers like just doing insane work here for Treadz. And there we go. Finally getting some flamethrowers, in which case, of course, things are going to get much more tough here for Exerate, at least to agree, though he's still significantly far ahead here of Treadz. So what will be next here for Treadz? I do not know. We got the 255 pushing forward together with the Panzergrenadiers in it. We got so many tank traps here. I really don't know what the logic is. Is it like for heavy cover? Again, it feels like part of it just might be for the sake of a challenge you got and like need to fix it. Get it done. Got the Guastatoria pushing forwards with the Berettas and their many flamethrowers. Absolutely lighting the Yanks up there. German forwards. Goddamn crowd. Italians. I thought it was about the crowd. It's going to be all about the burning stuff. 250 up there. Wrecked here. Panzergrenadiers flying away there. A few shots penetrating the front along. And the Sherman, of course, actual anti-tank route would not have much of a chance there. At most, it had some luck if they like got up on the side on it to fire like a close range, but frontally, no. Guastatoria, they also need to retreat before the Sherman absolutely wipes them out. It would be a fairly expensive loss here from at 440 manpower to lose a Guastatoria squad. In particular, and also once they've been upgraded with the flamethrowers. I mean, that's a lot of manpower and a lot of munitions. Meanwhile, the Exerate just keeps up with his intense map control here. We got more anti-tank rifles. That's an interesting choice here from him. But there we do like to get some flank shots in the Sherman, which do some damage here, plus the tear gas shots here. Airdrop there in, probably for the machine guns in part to help contain all the, well, flamethrower-equipped gentlemen here that Treadz is running across the entire battlefield with. Ready to move. Guastatoria they're pushing forwards. We do also get a Marty here for Treadz. More tank traps. Really the first time I've seen anyone build tank traps. He just keeps laying them down. Again, I get the suspicion he's just doing it because he got a chance to like build a bunch of them. Panzergrenadiers being wiped out. North here, Captain falling back here. Panzergrenadiers occupying the center here for the German army. Route squad swinging on the Panzergrenadiers. That's going to retreat here for Treadz. Well, that's going to be a glorious win for the Americans. In the south here, route squad chance the Panzergrenadier here. And those flamethrowers are doing insane work. North here, route squad ground the point. We got the Sherman there being fixed up. Panzergrenadiers there pushed out. Center claimed once more for freedom and democracy. Also got the Marder 3 here ready for Treadz. Got the 250 still hanging back here. We got 182 versus 433. Situation for Treadz is getting very uncomfortable, I think, at this rate. Obviously not quite as uncomfortable as Exerate's infantry situation against all these flamethrowers.
This better be a new pair of gloves.
I suspect these guys are looking to take vengeance for, you know, the Americans putting pineapple on their pizzas. Anyways, Ralph's got their pushback. Guastatoya, they're just absolutely lighting everything on fire. Shem pushing in here to the center. Guastatoya force forward. We got those Panzerjägers on the move again. Tank traps, they're definitely messing things up. I mean, you could lay down a bunch of mines, but you could actually lay down telemines with the Deutsches Afrikas. That could be like a way to catch up these Shermans. Marder coming up as well here. Sherman pelted with anti-tank rifle fire again. I don't think any anti-tank rifle should have deflection damage, which is basically what they have at the moment. Meaning even like they fail to penetrate, they'll still do some amount of damage. I feel like that is a bit of an awkward move here. Marder's about to knock out the Sherman. There go. Pop goes the Weasel. Crew ejected there. Marder rapidly falling back here. In the south here, Panzerjäger moving up here past a vast field there of tank traps. Even more here. Do not know what's going on there. Ralph squad moving up. Wait, did he not? Yeah, he's got these sort of lying about. He's not even grabbed the fuel. Punching they're routed by a large throng of heavily armed, angry Americans. Guastatoya reach veteran blowing up with the anti-tank self to charge. Pushing 14 to again a lot of light machine guns. We got much of just in case that Treadz has been laying down mines or booby traps. And we just got so much fire here across the center. So much fire. Another Guastatoya squad here, clearly receiving some serious support here to flush out the Americans, and then some. Can't possibly imagine how the conversation's going to look at like headquarters. Ja, I need some of those Guastatoya with the Flammenwerfers. Why? I've got an American infestation in the town and would like to get rid of it fast. Yeah, Americans, yeah, I know. They're really tough to get out without Flammenwerfers, yeah. Oh, we actually get a bulldozer Sherman. Interesting. Machine gun recruit as well. So I mean, obviously a bit tougher here. I think that's only also able to punch for all the infantry. I haven't seen those a lot. We got the propaganda wall. We got the designated defensive line. No howitzers. South here, Panzerjägers pushing forwards in the center. Panzer Pioneer, Guastatoya just taking in even more tank traps.
Their tanks will make slow progress here.
I'd like to see them get through this.
Their tanks will make slow progress here.
He's basically just fortifying the center as hard as possible. Anti-tank gun at the ready, machine guns being hauled forwards.
Their tanks will make slow progress here.
Wow! He's just laying down tank traps all over the place. Anyways, Panzerjägers, Guastatoya, it's all clashing in the center now. Fire, explosions. Hell is about to break loose, and there you go. Hell of a hit here from the Sherman already. We've got the Marder that's supporting. Probably should, like, look to flank around instead of pushing straight up there. I'm not entirely sure insisting on, like, you know, flanking around. Another shot there. Didn't quite hit. Marder shoots, misses. Riflemen there being absolutely just incinerated. Just... Panzerjägers trying to flank in here. Broad squad being pushed back. 30 cal there. Providing some coverage. Church taking significant structural damage as the bulldozer Sherman just slams a high explosive shell right into it. Panzerjägers pushed out, but I think these rifles need to be back for healing. They're already low on health there, and there's all these flamethrowers. I think it's going to be a waste of manpower there for Exerate. Meanwhile, up north here, Treadz making progress. Exerate is just getting absolutely sucked into the center here of the town. And he's effectively ignoring the rest of the map at this rate, I think. Sherman being rapidly fixed at the front line. Anti-tank gets a good shot on the martyr there, pushing it back. Some artillery, like some mortars, could be an investment worth considering here. For Exerate. I suppose more bulldozer Germans. North 8 point being grabbed here. We got no further tech here from Treadz. No veteran school is army. That'd be really good with all these Guastatori, for example, and Panzerjägers. Panzerjäger's about to get evicted there.
Repairs completed.
This is turning into a tiny Italian Stalingrad at this rate. Mortar half-track. Treadz bring up the artillery. Thumbs up. The light in this case. I mean, he could also go on for the howitzer, but arguably there's not really much point in bringing in a howitzer for this. Compared to like just going for mortar half-track. Wrecking the church. Giving it the good old Monte Cassino treatment there. Far up north here we got Guastatori on the northern victory point here. Southern actually being left fairly open here. But again, the opponent is just so sucked into the one that Exerate so folks on the center here that he's like, I think, forgetting about possibilities. And we got more punches. He's actually got 3 squads of them. This is getting a bit weird. Mortar firing down. German they being pummeled here. Well, shot at. Oh, they're parking in the building there. Getting some side hits in on this Sherman, pushing it back a wee bit, but it can be swiftly fixed up. In the south, push for the victory point happening with the Rifle Squad there, and far up north again, we got the Guastatori. Panzerjägers backing off. I'm guessing another mortar half-track? Here from Treadz, maybe? This match is turning into something else for sure. Riflemen hiding around here, behind a bit of wall here by the church. Hoping to spring a trap on those goddamn crowds. Panzerpino advancing in the center. We got 90 versus 392 here. German landing good here. And we got... Why is he laying down so many tank traps? I really don't know what Treadz is thinking here. It is beyond me. There you go. Panzerjägers right here by the Rifle Squad. Sherman being pushed back by the Marder. Still we got troops flanking around here. More Panzerjägers and of course the Guastatori. Panzerjäger dealing with the Rifle Squad need to retreat them. Guastatori, they're watching as the Panzer Commandos being pushed back, and there you go, behind heavy cover, the Rifle Squad is forced to fall back here in the face of these near-veteran free gentlemen. And of course, still got the mortar half-tracks flying away there. Second one being upgraded as well to a mortar half-track. Very good there for Treadz. Yeah, Exerate's really like lost, I think, all momentum here versus Treadz. He's even sprinting in there. Try and push away the Marder. So much fire, so much death. More tank traps. So many tank traps. Northern point claimed in there. We got the Guastatori hanging about here for Treadz. And we got another Sherman. Regular one, no 105mm bulldozer Shermans here. I'm also feeling at this point Treadz could be like maybe get away with trying to go for a Tiger tank or something slowly, but oh well. So they're going to flank out the vertical there. Sherman Rifle will need to stop them pretty fast. This is going to get pretty awkward there for Exerate. Meanwhile, push up the mortar for some reason push in. There's a big mistake, the misclick here. Down it goes. Not entirely sure what happened here for Treadz. That's went wrong. Meanwhile, the Riflemen are being utterly murdered here by the Guastatori now actually free with extra healthy machine being pushed back here. Sherman to try and deal with those Guastatori. And up north here, punching being 40. Sherman pushing further northward to defend here. Things are getting fairly chaotic, and there you go. They're flanking the Sherman. The rear armor is easily exposed here, and the Sherman accidentally hits its own. Even Engineers being mauled with the Panzer Pioneer here. It is utter chaos. And we got strafing runs called in alongside Rifle support here. Pushing back the Panzerjägers. Guastatori narrowly get out of that one alive. Not for their veteran fee, they probably been dead. Up north here, Guastatori there poking about. Sherman just watching here. And we got a fresh wave of infantry out here from the base of Exerate and the 3rd Infantry Division. As Treadz and the 15th Panzergarnison keeps up an absolutely intense fight for the center here. Well, what's left of it that's not been burnt to a crisp. I can't even begin to, like, imagine the smell. All that burnt flesh. And here we actually got a machine gun bunker here from Treadz. These are actually like prefabricated bunkers. They could just basically set up where they needed to. Like dig a hole, dump them into the press change your machine gun bunker.
We have command points awaiting assignment.
Guastatori's Raft Squad here being murdered. Showing me with the Guastatori. Need to treat those Radmen before they get utterly annihilated again. Center here, Panzer pushing forward, got machine guns, got the Shermans blasting way out, the Marder hanging back here. In the south here, pushing forward for the southern points here, we got Panzerjäger's going to flank around again here, taking advantage here a bit of the tunnel vision of Exerate to flank him with the anti-tank rifles and again exploit this weaker side armor. Thumbs up to Treadz, like, and it's nice when someone actually like realizes that side armor is a thing in the game and then actually exploits it. This is turning a bit awkward there for the Sherman. Turning a bit awkward. We got 46 or 9. I mean, Treadz is narrowly holding on here, but again, his tactics are kind of working out here. Just wish I knew what the hell those tank traps were for. Guastatori push back here as Exerate successfully launching assault here. But in the center, things are collapsing rapidly as Treadz's Panzerjägers launch that successful flank here on the Sherman, forcing Exerate to abandon the city here and the ruins of the Church of St. Al of Pachino. Panzer flank up behind the Raft Squad here. Mortar fire bringing down death here. Panzer Pioneer being shot to bits with the rifleman, down to just one man. And we got an Atgard now here for Treadz. Interesting choice at this stage. Another one of those. I'm not entirely sure what the idea behind that is. Quickly moving the Panzer Pioneer plus his ace Guastatori. Marder they're hanging back, and of course got the bunker. We got the ambulance further up here. 36 to 179. And so many tank traps. Like, he's clearly looking like to slow down like any American advance here. We got even more Panzerjägers. Crikey. Like, I feel like in this regard, Exerate really, I think, just lost sight of the battle here and just got, like, baited into, like, meat grinder here in the center of the map. There's, you know, very much worked out here for... Oh dear, ambulance caught here by the US Air Force alongside a mortar half-track. Oh dear. Not everything's going smooth here for Treadz. Meanwhile, another push in the center here. Once more into the jaw of the meat grinder for Exerate, it would appear. Panzerjäger's pushing forward, going for the flank here, trying to go for that Sherman. This time, though, Exerate is ready still. Shots going through the frontal arm here. Again, deflection damage remains, again, a bit absurd on anti-tank rifles. But there you go, the Panzerjäger's been pushed back here. They are being pummeled. They are being murdered. Fiercelessly being hammered here by Exerate. Sherman there, Vetchny too, countless killed. Meanwhile, Infantry Subforts here, north side, we got a single Sherman there, we got an ambulance away for Treadz. There, going forward to the Sherman, machine gun bunker spotted. Anti-tank up the Marder here, Panzerjäger's been bombarded. We got the Guastatori there just waiting for someone to tell them that, you know, they need to head back to base reinforcements. Of waiting for the ambulance. South here, the assault continues, but he's being bogged down here by the ace Guastatori, these heroes of Rome. Raft Squad there being absolutely just turned into ashes. Another blitz out here. Panzer Pioneer, Guastatori pursuing the Raft Squad here. No grenades, by the way, like I think for Exerate. Meanwhile, in the center here, bunker being bombarded here. Panzer Pioneer being slaughtered. Raft Squad forced to withdraw in the face of all these flamethrowers. Bunker still standing. Another bulldozer Sherman here. Another bulldozer Sherman. Panzer Pioneer there being slammed here by the Sherman. We got 35 to 150. And in the south, the assault continues here right to the rifleman here. The Guastatori keep moving while the Panzer Pioneer keeping the infantry at bay here. There we go, flanking up behind, and we got a smoke grenade here. Obfuscating support weapons. Victory points falling to the Americans once more. At least being rendered neutral here. Sherman turning around. He's trying to hit the Guastatoria, but it's not quite working out. And the second bullet of Sherman now is on the move.
Get your ass back in position! We need orders!
Quickly moving at the Panzerjägers to secure the center here. Direct hit from the Sherman on them. Got tear gas rounds on it though. But they're taking a fair bit of damage. For some reason the section jumping to assist the first one here. Bit of an odd move here. We got strafing runs and... well, that was weird. He pushed forward here and the tank traps just being crushed by the bulldozer. That's actually pretty neat. So all that work Treadz put into that just got completely ruined. Panzerjägers, they're routed. Still committing forces to head-on assault here against Treadz. More fire there on the Guastatoria. Straight into the center. Another of the machine gun bunkers still standing. Oh dear. And he's forgotten about the Sherman up north. He's just leaving there to defend. I don't know, but he's got the southern victory point here. We've got 35 points left here though for Treadz. He's narrowly holding on. Again, he's very much being aided by just an absolute focus on the center of the town here. I mean, this very much kind of feels like Stalingrad to a degree. You just need Treadz to like launch attacks from the other side and then encircle him there. There you go, Martyr diving enough. The Sherman tries to get out of there. South here, punch pushing forward to the Ralph squad here. 24 points left. Concussive grenade there, just one Panzer Pioneer left. More Flammenwerfers for Treadz. He's kind of like, he's not even going like anything else here. He could easily, like, I think, get away with some extra artillery at this point, but oh well. Is he going to go for more Shermans? What he's going to do? Do not know. In the south, the Panzerjägers once more advance and then retreat. Just realized they're still only carrying anti-tank robs and bolt actions. Tender here. Marder hold up here behind an old fruit store. We got 18 versus 229 here. Pachino still stands, but barely. And there you go, Sherman hits a mine. Going for that bunker, he wants it gone. Bunker is barely still standing. And has finally been dealt with. Fresh push up here in the center by Exerate, another freedom assault. Tunes of Over There can be heard as they march forwards. Captain is about to get murdered out though. Another strafing runs here being unleashed on the Germans. It is chaos, it is pandemonium. The Marder strikes and we got the Guastatoria pushing through here, the explosives past the scorched streets. They're being hammered. There we got the Armada they're going for it. Other Sherman they're being pushed out. Oh dear. Sherman kaput. Sap grenade here and another wipe. At this point I think it might just be GG for Exerate. He has been soundly beaten here by Treadz. Like he's got so little left here and Treadz has got so much except victory points. That's the only thing he's actually lacking at this point, is victory points. Oh, do you chance like this body with the Panzerjägers? Miguel hits her position. And with that, he has no tanks left. He is going for another one. Mine's being laid down here. He's even got like basically 3 Panzer Pioneer. Oh goodness. BAR's left in the streets here. Third team has 215. Germans sitting fourth. Infantry point towards the center once more. Right into a massive mass of German infantry here. Actually, quick to retreat there.
You recruits are here.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Ambulance continue to plant ample support here. Guastatoid moving forwards once more. Sherman moving, we still got the third kill there, but so far behind, it's not really doing much here for him, honestly. I think better off like pushing it towards the south or the northern points, then freeing up the Sherman there earlier, for example.
Command points available.
13 points left. More fire, more death, more utter ruination.
MG's looking for targets in the open.
German there, push back. South here, we got the Panzerpionier on watch. Mortar firing that machine gun here from the mortar half track. What's next? We got another Sherman. Clearly, Exerate has not given up. I think he would have, but clearly believes that he feeds more men into this meat grinder, and maybe he can actually break Treadz.
You have orders for us.
We're losing grasp of a munitions point.
Got an Blitz here backing up the Panzerpionier by the southern point.
From over there.
Not enough actions of the smoke grenade there. It's on cooldown still. He could deploy a smoke screen with his mortar half track.
Too much fire. We're fucking stranded here.
Oh, or just regular mortar fire, I suppose. That works too. That's about to get wiped. In the south here, Panzer clashing with the Raft Squad here. No port on them. That's actually like one thing I've noticed about Exerate. He hasn't really made much use of port on, despite easily being a very, very powerful rifleman ability here. That's definitely a bit of an oversight. We also haven't really, I think, seen much in terms of grenades, except like one snare. Panzer there sloping right, they're falling back towards the Blitz, but this could actually be the Doom here. In the center, massive advantage. Continue with the Panzerjägers and the Guastatoid. Oh dear, oh dear, the rear's exposed! The rear's exposed! Oh no. Oh, over the Germans. Oh, yes. That's quite slow over there. In the south, though, Sherman breaking through. Got northern victim on flank. That mine's going off here. Oh, dear, there's a telemine! And the Sherman suffers catastrophic damage as the engine is blown out. Panzerjäger's falling back. Sherman then heavy unit repairs. We got another martyr here for Treadz. We got 13 versus 131. Guastatoid being pushed southwards here. I think they're going to have to push back soon here. Go.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Forced back here by the brave men here of the 3rd Infantry. Sherman being hauled out of there, well, very, very slowly. Punch being there, we got another martyr there ready finally to join up with his ace martyr. Quite impressive man to get to that far. Up north, you've got the Shermans, the Guastatoid backing up with Sanguinese as well. And is that another Sherman ready? It's a whiz-bang! It's the M41 Sherman whiz-bang! Oh dear, we're getting all the Sherman variants now, aren't we? The ones that don't involve a 76mm gun. Yeah, the whiz-bang was basically similar to the Calliope, just it fired much larger rockets, but fewer of them. Flanking in here, Treadz is clearly not out of the woods yet. Cut this whiz-bang. Be the thing that whizzes Exerate back into a win here versus Treadz. Or will Treadz be able to survive that just as well? Panzerpionier, they're about to get wiped out. No! No, he gets away! Otto gets away, but the riflemen continue to take an absolute hell of a beating here. And we got the whiz-bang moving forward. We actually got artillery lined up now. The Obixity in a 5mm barrel arch. He's calling in on the whiz-bang. The whiz-bang that's firing on the center. Oh, geez, the Panzerjägers. Oh, no. Massive artillery here. Squirrels being flung into the stratosphere. Panzerpionier being hit by friendly fire. Oh, dear, the carnage. Chaos. Panzerpionier, Panzerjägers being sent into the zone there. Fire. carelessly by Treadz, as though he was a World War I commander. Up north here, fierce assault has pushed Exerate off from a northern victory point. 85 versus 13. The stakes keep increasing here. And we got the Guastatore. Yeah, I think he's just gone full sprint, actually, which is quite amazing instead of put on them. So we got the Sherman here still trying to get back for repairs. The engine an absolute mess. And the whiz-bang is just waiting for the rockets to be reloaded.
Enemy forces down to 75 points.
74 points left here. Treadz still holding on fiercely with just 13. More and more buildings are collapsing in Pachino. Fresh revenue being poured in here. Grabbing the southern victory points with the Panzer Pioneer laying down more mines here. German there barely need the repairs and probably a new engine. Whiz-bang being moved up as well. And the other Sherman's being moved up. Looks like it's going to make a hard push in the south here. Trying to perhaps catch here Treadz off guard. That is probably his best bet rather than trying to, like, somehow win his way through sheer attrition in the center.
The enemy has only 50 points.
Less than 50 points left. Exerate needs to pick his pace up. Got the Panzerjägers on the move here. Prowling the battlefield with their many anti-tank rifles and bolt-action rifles. And there you go, whiz-bang trying to take them out. Oh! Got one of them! Got one of them! But will this be enough to really pull through Exerate this? I don't know. Do not know. Guess we find out. We got 16! 13! 10! 7! 4! 3! And that's it. We're just going to hold it just in case it starts anything funny. So, GG, game over here. Treadz winning with the narrowest of margins I think we've seen yet here. Really impressive comeback. It ultimately came down here to just basically, using the good old Stalingrad strategy and the opponent sucking them into like a pointless meat grinder for urban environments, and just, the opponent never just playing around it. Like, it's not like he couldn't do it, like just encircle the town and, anything else, but he just kept charging into it, and that really just bought Treadz so much time when just Exerate just kept wasting countless of men in the center. So yeah, Exerate obviously just flanked around here, but it certainly gave us some very explosive engagements here. Very explosive. So, hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, or share, like, subscribe. Consider telling your friends, your family. You can also donate or pledge on Patreon to support the Propagandacaster in its heroic war effort support, with videos there. So, thank you all for joining in, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.